The immediate past governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, leads a delegation of the PDP G5, otherwise known as the Integrity Group, to a meeting with President Bola Tinubu at the State House, Abuja. Emerging from the meeting with the president, the G5 spoke to State House correspondents on the purpose of their visit to the president.
So we have to keep seeing the president, to let him know what is happening. And for this evening, the G5, the Integrity Group, we also came to let the president know what we stood for: fairness, justice, and equity. And we haven't changed. We're going towards Mr. President, coming with us on the route for fairness, for justice, and for equity in Nigeria.
President Tinubu also received the Enugu State Governor, Peter Mba. Governor Mba says his visit to the president was first to congratulate him on his inauguration and also present a number of requests to him, one of which is the release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. He says it will help to stem the tide of insecurity in the southeast region.
The growth level we have proposed is one that is going to be driven by private sector, and private sector want the ease of doing business. And one of the core indicators of the ease of doing business is security and infrastructure. So we also had that conversation with Mr. President. We have made a very strong announcement where we've banned the sit-at-home on Mondays in Enugu. We also, of course, talked about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know that the Southeast has made a collective demand to have Nnamdi Kanu released. And we basically identified with that and request Mr. President, who in his inaugural address promised the people that he's going to engender national healing and is going to serve with compassion. So we've basically informed him that this would serve as a pointer to his administration's extension of hands of fellowship to Ndibo.
The president earlier on Thursday hosted the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Umo Eno. Governor Eno says his discussion with the president centered around the development of Akwa Ibom State, assuring that the state will collaborate with the federal government in this direction.
Politics is over and governance has started. So Akwa Ibom is an integral part of Nigeria, and we have to work with the federal government to ensure that Akwa Ibom might receive the benefits of democracy. I also mentioned to him the export license, the free zone for our airport, so that we can, the maintenance, repairs, and overhauling facility there will be able, we can bring in spare parts. These are strategic partnership that we want with the federal government. So I talked about it, and he has promised to look into it, and I believe him.
The newly elected governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, also visited President Tinubu, but details of the discussion with the president was unknown. Yemi Adebayo, AIT News, Abuja.